welcome to the Festival of Storytellers.
I can't tell you how excited I am to be on right now. It's been a couple of weeks of excitement getting prepared, and I've done a lot of things in my life, but this has got to be close to the top.
Thank you, Reader's Magnet, and thank you, John, for putting this forth and taking the chance on us authors in presenting this out to the world.
I've enjoyed this immensely, Joanne.
Ellie, so have I. Thank you for who you are, and thank you, Reader's Magnet. You all are beautiful, and you've worked so very hard, and we are blessed.
We are.
I thank everybody that's involved with this process, because we know writers need readers and writers need publishers. We thank Reader's Magnet and everybody that's involved. I love Reader's Magnet. They say, we share your stories with the world.
And hello world! Welcome to the Festival of Storytellers. We're streaming live in our Readers Magnet Facebook page and Readers Magnet YouTube channel. This event will be from November 8th to the 21st and will showcase authors who each has a story to tell. Please enjoy the celebration and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button to be updated. You can also visit us online on our website at www.thefestivalofstorytellers.com and make sure to sign up. Today, we have one of our featured authors, Debbie Galbraith, author of His Glory is Greater. Hi, Debbie. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well. Thank you for having me.
Thank you as well for your time, and I'm so happy to have this chat with you today. So, do you have your book with you today?
I do. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. Can you show us? All right. Awesome. Nice cover. Can you tell us the story behind it?
The story behind the book or the cover?
Mm-hmm. The book and the cover.
Okay. The book, I wrote the book because I battled an incurable disease known as fibromyalgia. This is about my journey, my battles, my overcoming the disease, being healed by the power of God. And this book is testimonies and mixed with the word that got me through it, through faith action, taking steps and walking it out.
Right. That's very nice of you to wrote your own experiences. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. And what inspired you to write the book?
Well, actually, I was reading the word one day after I was healed, and I heard the words in my spirit, His glory is greater. And the understanding was that it was a book. And so I started compiling notes and experiences that I had walked through during that 14 months while I battled that disease. So it's from start to finish, you know, the beginning of the accident that caused the trauma to the central nervous system that then caused the fibromyalgia up until I was healed.
I see. And when you first wrote the first entry for the book, how did you feel?
I just felt like I was writing notes for myself as I experienced things along the way. And then when I knew to compile a book, I went back and started, reflecting on all that had happened and the notes that I had there.
Right. And do you have any specific time or do you have a schedule when you wrote the book?
When I wrote the book,
Mm-hmm.
well, I was healed in October of 1997, and it was 14 months of experience up to that. And
I see.
then I sat down and wrote the book after I was healed, when that came up in my spirit that it was a book. And I've had the book for years, just sitting, waiting for the perfect time, for God's timing, I would say.
Right.
And we are there. I had an urgency in my spirit in April of 2020 to get it down, and knew it was time. Um, and then the next 3 or 4 days, publishing companies just were coming at me right and left, on TV, on different podcasts, in different ways. And so I picked the one that I felt I was leaning toward. And they asked for a copy of my manuscript, and less than a week later, they said they wanted to print it. And so it took a year. So it came out in April 2021, and it's doing well.
But yes, I mean, it's very timely that the book got published, right? With
Right.
it must be, the Holy Spirit's way of telling you that it's the right time to publish the book.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
For
And,
those who are watching us, sorry, go on.
oh, I was just going to say, in this day and age, with all the victims and problems and turmoils in the world, this is a great encourager and inspiration, not just for healing, but, for emotional victims and many other avenues in life. There's a word for
Right.
everything.
I agree. And with the pandemic going on right now, everyone's in lockdown, right? So, I mean, your book it was really very timely that it got published and the pandemic happened. So
Correct.
must be God's time. It's really in the perfect time for him that your book got published.
I
So,
agree.
for those who are watching us live, you can grab a copy of Debbie's book, His Glory is Greater, available in Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Follow her in Facebook and other social media platforms as well. So, in writing the book, Debbie, which is the most fun part?
Most fun part while writing it, or after
Mm-hmm.
writing it, you mean?
While
It,
while writing
while
it.
writing it, um, just reflecting on all that God did for me during that space of time. It's amazing. I lost my husband of 28 years during that process, and very unexpectedly. And so that's in the book, and many experiences.
Right. And I mean, it's so nice to have those little moments being captured and you wrote it in a book. Everyone's gonna remember that. It's gonna be your legacy. It's gonna be there forever. So
Yes,
it's
thank
just
you. I,
you're
I,
welcome.
I'm thankful that my kids and grandkids, even I have 3 great granddaughters now, so they will have it.
I'm sure they're very lucky to have, their grandparents wrote a book for them to always go back to if they miss you, right? So it's a
Right.
very good gift to give them. So and you mentioned already the fun part after writing the book. What is the most fun when you after you wrote the book?
Oh, sharing it, my family members, say they're getting to know me better just by reading the book, and sharing it, knowing people are being encouraged and inspired. I get notes, from people who have read it. So that's really the most exciting, I would say, to know that I obeyed God and I'm seeing now the fruit of that.
That's right. And what is the impact to you and to your family in writing this book?
Well, like I said, I think they said they really enjoyed getting, not only reading the book, but getting to know me better through reading the book, and just sharing life with people.
You're very lucky to have a very strong support system with your family. You're very blessed.
And yes, I agree. I've always, we've been taught to be stable with family. I was telling my sister here a while back, people don't really realize the impact of having a family, because there were 8 of us siblings, and we just don't fight. We go through a lot of things, but we always think about one another instead of bickering through any of it. You don't see a selfishness.
That's very lovely. I'm already picturing it. You have a very beautiful family. Very nice family.
Yes, thank you.
And lastly, what would you like your readers to feel after reading the story?
I would like them to feel inspired and encouraged to walk through whatever they're going through at the time. Maybe life is just doing beautifully for them in the moment. But if they're like me, I always enjoyed reading testimonies. I can look back on testimonies that I heard when I was a teenager that I can reflect on for encouragement and a word of faith to get me to the next step.
Right, right. Thank you so much for being with us here today. It was a good talk, Debbie.
Yes, thank you.
All right, everyone. Debbie Galbraith, author of His Glory is Greater. Her book is available in Amazon.com and BarnesandNoble.com. Follow her on Facebook and other social media platforms as well. Thank you again, Debbie. And as we say it here in Reader's Magnet, we share your story with the world. Good day, everyone.
Yes, thank you. Bye.